Hey there, besties. Thank you for stopping by. I am MICHONDENYSE. Let's go ahead and get right to it because I got 5 more for you. All these grants, quote unquote, for single mothers. There is a plethora of grants. If you shall recall from the first 2 videos, let's go ahead and go over the first 10 that we've already discussed. That would be the federal Pell Grant, the federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant, the federal Work Study Grant, the federal student loan, the TANF, Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, also known as welfare, diversion cash assistance, I forget what that was, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is SNAP, also known as food stamps, WIC, Women, Infant, and Children Program, Child Care Assistance, CCAP, known as CCAP, and Child Care Access means Parents in School Program. Child, C-Campus, okay? That's 10. So now we're going to do 5 more to make it 15. See what else is out there. Now listen, let me go ahead and reiterate also that the things with the federal student loan, some of those things can be for anyone, okay? Unless it specifically says that it's for women, then it means that probably anyone else can apply for it as well, okay? Obviously, we know that food stamps, anyone can apply, but the odds are that single mothers are going to be able to get those items quicker because the larger family size and the income size is what makes that determination. So if you are one person and you work at all, the odds are that you're not going to be able to get things like food stamps anyway. Definitely not welfare if you have any sort of income typically. So this is listed from July 2022 for specifically single mothers. So that's why I'm saying it this way. All right. Woo, child. So number 5 this week, Head Start, Early Head Start. I'm sure you've all heard of it. It is a federal program designed to promote school readiness of children from birth to age 5. Head Start serves children from birth to 2, and Head Start serves children 3 to 5. Okay, so early Head Start is up to 2. Dang, I didn't know they did that. I thought you had to go to school to get Head Start. So it's early Head Start when you're birth to 2, and then from 3 to 5, it's regular Head Start. Eligibility is based on family income at or below the poverty level, so that is the determining factor for most of this. Being at the poverty level, which we know that 70% plus of women with children, specifically Black women leading, are at the poverty level and below, which means they basically qualify for most of these benefits, if not all, okay? Other factors that affect eligibility include homelessness, children in foster care, or receiving certain types of public assistance. Pregnant women may also be eligible for early Head Start, okay? So in other words, you getting any type of benefit, you can get this too, which is basically the theme of a lot of these things, right? So it provides a wide range of services from free medical and dental care, child education to health and nutrition to even parental involvement in the family. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. You must apply for it. It's in your community. I'm sure all the women's know where it's at. I know where it's at. I'm not even gonna front and act like I didn't have WIC when I was pregnant with the first for sure because I have Medicaid. I am familiar. Plus, I've doled out the benefits because I used to do that job as well. So then we get to that's it for Head Start. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. So then we go to number 4. Section 8, our fave. Section 8 rental subsidy. It is a federal housing program assisting the neediest families to afford safe and decent rental housing. They make it sound good, don't they? The program covers vouchers to very low-income families, the elderly, and the disabled to cover a portion of their rent. If you're eligible, you will receive a voucher that funds 70% of your rent and utilities. Yes, y'all, don't forget that part. They pay a portion of utilities, if not all of it as well. Typically, they will get a different stipend, but a portion of that Section 8 is to go towards their utilities, usually electricity, because all the other things are typically included. You get the 70%, but as the renter, it becomes your responsibility to pay for the remaining 30%, which of course there are ways to get that money. For example, a single mother of two renting an apartment for $700 and working 30 hours a week. They make it sound so nice. Oh, everybody's working 30 hours a week, child. Everybody working, everybody working. At the minimum wage, may receive a voucher worth about $440 a month, which means that she would have to pay the difference, which would be, what is that, 360, 260, and can't even do that a month. The Section 8 program has historically been oversubscribed and waiting lists can run into the years. Yes, we know. If it was specifically left for the elderly and the disabled, I would have not a problem with Section 8. Honestly, y'all, I would not. But that is not what it is. I also would think that the elderly and veterans would treat a property much differently than others are known to treat it. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. I know people going to come on here and be like, not everybody. Well, nothing is 100%, but plenty F it up. Period, point blank. Say that argument for your mama. So the third for today is public housing program. Public housing is one of the nation's 3 main housing assistance programs. Well, geez. Whew, child. Along with Section 8 vouchers and project-based rental assistance. Just listen to that. It says project-based rental assistance. That don't sound positive at all. Unlike Section 8, public housing allows eligible low-income families, the elderly, and the disabled to live in public housing units at a rent they could afford. Most tenants pay no more than 30% of their income for rent and utilities. The program generally serves families with incomes up to 80% of the median income for the county or metropolitan area in which they choose to live, but it varies from area to area, obviously. To apply for public housing, you must submit an app to the local housing authority in the city or town where you wish to reside. If the housing authority if the housing authority determines that you are eligible, your name will be put on a waiting list. Well, damn. Come on, y'all. It's not funny. This is so stupid. To apply for public housing, you got to submit the daggone application. And then after you do all that and they say, all right, you're eligible, then you get to wait on a waiting list. Y'all, this is not trying to wait to get some Yeezys for Christmas. This is your house. This is where you will lay your head. This is where your children will lay their head. And you're leaving it up to gamble? Oh my goodness. So far we have number 5 is Head Start and Early Head Start. Then for number 4, we have Section 8 rental subsidy. Then for number 3, we have the public housing program. Then for number 2, we have low income home energy assistance program, otherwise known as LIHEAP. I'm sure you've seen the commercial for them. They got it on all the time in the Philly area. LIHEAP offers one-time financial assistance to one-time qualifying low-income households who can't afford to pay their utility bills. Now, mind you, if you're on Section 8, you already get help with utility bills, but then you can go ahead and get help from LIHEAP as well. But I digress. In almost all cases, LIHEAP pays only a portion of the monthly bill and the family pays the rest. It is intended for those who are truly vulnerable, the disabled, the elderly, and families with preschool-age children. Help me understand, that is an insult. It says it is intended for those who are truly vulnerable. So just because you got kids that are preschool, that makes you vulnerable? They are truly tossing in women with kids. They're saying families, but let's call spade a spade. The percentage for a man and a woman being together is so low that you can't even consider that. So a single mother with kids is lumped in with the elderly and the disabled as being vulnerable. Grants are paid directly to the utility company. That is true. And no grant shall be made payable to the recipient. They said, you really need this money. It's going where we say it's going to go. You ain't getting it. To be eligible for a LIHEAP grant, the household income must not exceed the greater of 60% of median income in the state or 150% of the poverty level and no less than, whatever. The last one for today, something I ain't never heard of before. It's called WAP. Weatherization in Assistance Program. I've never heard of this before. So the Weatherization Assistance Program enables low-income families to reduce their energy bills. In most states, priority is given to the elderly and families with children. Child, where do vets go? Where do veterans go? So they're going to put the families with children above the daggone veterans. One of the primary factors affecting eligibility is income. Of course it is. If you're planning to apply for weatherization assistance, find your name on. Okay, so it's got a way for you to find out who you need to contact and I guess how much you're qualified for. But anyway, child, 5 more. And I got 5 more coming after that. Who knew there was so much? But these people be out here complaining when there's so many things. And you know what? All they got to do is use the same daggone internet that I did, okay? But we will save that argument for another time. That's it. That's all. If you made it this far, I do appreciate you. Please consider subscribing. Please subscribe to the backup. Please consider contributing. Cash App and other ways to donate are listed below. I will see you all in the next.
Give us some money to go. If they prepare, give us some relocate us, then I would move tonight.